Hello there. It is time for the mid-month twin flame reading. We're going to go ahead and get started here. Alrighty. The overall energy is throat chakra. For the masculine, I have believe and succeed, sacral chakra, feeling alone and dedicated effort. For the feminine, I have solar plexus chakra, open up, seek the truth, and challenging times. For the energy of the connection, it is crowned with joy and stability. Underneath is new vitality. The masculine is bringing in seek. The feminine is bringing in rest and reconsider. Okay. So immediately what I'm picking up is that things are happening under the surface that can't be seen. There's more to the story than can be seen with the naked eye. they're I'm getting that they're not communicating, or at least they're not communicating what they really want to be communicating. And it has something to do with where both of them are. Okay. I'm getting that this new life, or it's like this energy of things kind of getting real in a sense. Underneath, they can both feel this colorful new life, this thing underneath them. And so neither one of them are talking about it. I'm getting that the feminine is kind of wanting to put it down a little bit. It's like she's reconsidering. It's like she wants to reevaluate things for herself. Um, she may not be as sure, feeling as sure as she was before. And then for the masculine, it's like he's trying to go within himself to get some type of answers. Okay, so that's what's going on here, why they're not saying anything. I'm getting that they're both coming to these cycles of completion that is birthing a new stability for the connection. Okay, but it's like right before that birthing takes place, there's this kind of inward focus, or the feminine kind of reconsidering things, putting it down maybe. And then the masculine is just trying to get some information and messages. He's trying to go within himself. It's like he's kind of going on this journey. It's like, okay, so that's what's going on there. And then for the energy of the masculine, I'm just getting a real strong energy that he feels more anchored within the connection than maybe he has in the past. I'm getting that he's getting a boost from his spirit. Okay, he's feeling rooted some kind of way within his spirit, like on a deep spiritual level. He's feeling very rooted and anchored to this connection. I'm getting that he can see that it can be successful. I'm getting that his vision just feels more clear. He feels like he kind of knows where he's going and where he's headed. It's like he can see the light at the end of the tunnel. He can see a vision that maybe he wasn't able to see before. And he's making peace with it. He's very focused on it. Um, but this focus is giving him peace. It's kind of like this energy of, oh my goodness, I see it. It's real. I see it. But for him, it's still a matter of something with timing. He may not know, if it's the time, but it's like he knows and he's focused on it. Okay. He believes in it. He knows and he's focused on it. Yes, there's this new door that's opening for him. Um, there's this new passion, this new fire that's kind of opening up for him. It's like he knows that there's more on the other side of this door. He can feel that. um, he hasn't quite gone through that door, but he's opening it. He's opening himself up to more because he can see it, and he's feeling something like in his spirit that's kind of anchoring him to it. Okay. There's definitely a lot of fiery energy for him, a lot of desire. I'm getting, a lot of passion. That's kind of pushing him in a sense to want to free himself, to want to have this new beginning, to not. It's almost like he's still trying to hold on to these last little pieces of maybe his ego identity that's kind of falling away. And he's hanging on to it. It's kind of like he's in this middle transition point. It's like he's opening the door, but he hasn't walked all the way through it yet. It's kind of this period where he's holding on a little bit, but he's thinking of where he's going. It's like he's contemplating before he takes that next step. Because he knows that there's this abundance on the other side of it. He's well aware of that. But then at the same time, there's this little bit of not really fear, but kind of. It's really just stepping into the unknown, these doorways, these pathways that are there for him. And it's just about him getting ready to step through those doors. But the doors are really opening for him. He's opening up within himself. He's opening up to new aspects of himself, new ideas when it comes to his physical world. It's just a lot of opening of new things for the masculine. And there's a part of him that's a little bit nervous, or, feeling like there's just so much he doesn't know, or there's so much that's unknown. Feeling like in the physical world, there's obstacles to getting to what he wants. There's a lot of things in the way, and it's like, how am I going to get where I actually want to be in the physical? It's like trying to hang on to the light and to the truth, but then at the same time looking at what's ahead and in the physical what it all means. In a sense, the burden of it, everything that's going to be on his shoulders, everything that he feels he'll have to carry. But then I'm really getting that for quite a few of the masculines, they're feeling burdened by more so by their life as it is, by their physical life as it is, because it's not giving them the satisfaction that they really want in life. And so they feel like, in a sense, they're putting the love down to carry this big burden and this heavy load of other people's expectations and what other people feel they should be carrying. And they're feeling burdened by that. And then, as they're feeling burdened by that, it's making them think about what they're missing and what they're lacking. Yeah. And it's like, it's making them, it's making them kind of want their ship to come in. It's like they're wanting something better to come in for them. They're feeling very burdened by their physical life, and they're realizing that this life is void of a lot of the things that they desire. It's almost like they're wanting to be rescued, but they have to rescue themselves. It's them that has to make the decision. It's them that has to, you know, be willing to be vulnerable enough to step out there and go for what it is that they want and set themselves free. It's up to them to rescue themselves from this burden of expectation and everybody else's burdens that have been placed on them. And I'm getting that for the masculines, they are getting more to a state of completion when it comes to their physical world, where they're getting to a place where they're getting tired of the effort it takes to maintain that life. It's making them want to find a more sturdy place to put their efforts toward. I'm getting that a lot of them are also wondering if this love that they've put down to carry these burdens is actually a solid ground to stand on when it comes to the physical reality. And that's something that they're contemplating and trying to figure out for themselves. And as they're thinking through that, they're kind of going through this period of just solitude, going inward, being alone, like just going inward and really trying to figure out the answers to that question. I'm getting that they're isolating themselves a bit because they're sad. There's a part of them that's sad when they look at the situation. I'm getting that I am getting that the masculine is rethinking things as it pertains to the feminine. And he's seeing all the good. It's like he's seeing the good that's there, what can grow, the possibility, the colorful vibrancy that he could feel. And because he's looking in that direction, it's making him feel a certain way about his physical reality. And it's making him feel lonely in his physical reality because he doesn't actually have that with him. So it's like he's kind of isolating himself. And then for the feminine, I'm getting that the feminine is kind of to a place where she's really reconsidering things and wondering. It's like she's taking things within this connection and she's wondering if it can be something that is a real thing in her life, that it would really fit in her life. It's like she's trying to see how this would even work on a practical level. Does she even want it? Is he going to even give her what it is she really thought he would? Is it really, would it really be all that she thought it was? Or is this just some type of fantasy that she was in, but it could never be this beautiful thing that she wanted it to be and that she imagined it could be? Is that really even possible in a practical way? It's like she's lining things up. Would his life even fit with mine? Would he, those types of things? She's making a ton of comparisons. She's making comparisons based on if things changed. If they did get together, how would it change things? How smooth would this be, or is it going to be another rocky situation? Is it on the foundation that I really thought that it was on? It's like she's just doing a lot of comparisons because she's trying to figure out what she wants to create. She doesn't really know what she wants to create anymore, but she's feeling like she wants to create something. She wants to make something. She wants to build something. But what exactly is like, let me compare all of these things. Like, do I want to build this on my own? Maybe. Do I not want to build it with him anymore? She's thinking about these things. Um, and it is kind of causing her, all of this comparison is kind of causing her to close up or shut down a bit emotionally. She's not as open as she once was. She's kind of closing off a bit emotionally. And I'm getting that that's based on things in the physical reality. I guess not having or seeing what she wants in her physical reality is just making her feel like she needs to close down. For some, they're kind of doing that to see if what can they make of all of this? Like, maybe if I remove my energy from there, can I create elsewhere with this energy? Like, what can I do to kind of bring some organization to my life? It's like focusing on this and the emotional toll that it was taking. It's kind of taking it was making my life feel a little chaotic. I want more organization, so I'm going to retract a bit in order to get things together for myself. And that is making her feel really victorious. She's feeling really strong because after all of her waiting, her trying for this situation, she's finally feeling like she's accomplished enough to withdraw her emotions and have more organization to her life. And that's making her feel really strong. But then, because she's feeling so strong in this place of emotional withdrawal, then it's really making her double minded, because then it's like she's wondering, well, what is the truth? If I can feel this strong by withdrawing myself from him, was it really anything there? Like, it's like she's reconsidering everything. She's rethinking everything. It's like now she's to a point where she feels like she doesn't know what's true and what's not. Like, I don't know what the truth is anymore, because it's like she's getting this bigger perspective now that she's outside of her emotions. She's outside of her emotions. She's a lot more detached. She's not emotionally attached to the situation the way that she was. And so it's giving her this new perspective. She feels like she's able to see things a little bit more clear and handle them a little more clear. She's feeling really sharp with her mind. She's really in kind of a mental space. She's feeling really sharp mentally, and she's feeling mentally prepared, and she's seeing the importance of her mind and not being totally just drowning and entrenched in her emotions. It's like she's bringing this balance to things. This is also causing her to kind of maybe put up a little bit of a barrier. As she's getting more in her mental space, she's putting up more of a barrier, in a sense, to the masculine. A little bit of it is ego, the ego mind, and the way her mind is leading her is kind of making her maybe feel like this is too challenging. There's too much. It isn't going smooth like this. Maybe this fairy tale or this fantasy or dream that she had in her mind, with the way that they would come together and the way that they would love one another, the way that they would communicate. And she's feeling like there's a lot of challenges to that, and it's making her kind of put up this barrier, because she doesn't know if she wants to chase this dream anymore. So she's kind of in a place of doubt. There's a lot of doubt that's kind of creeping in for her. She's willing to be the fool. She's willing to leap. She's willing to jump. But it's like she just doesn't know where she stands. That's what I'm getting. She doesn't know where she stands. Okay. As I'm looking at the energy of the connection, both of them are being brought to a better place of having a foundation, a much stronger foundation for this new life that they want. And they're both contributing to that with the places that they're both currently in. The masculine is trying to figure out what all this means for him within himself, and then the feminine is more so trying to reconsider and rethink what she really wants anymore. And it's really based on, I'm really getting that for her, it's really based on she doesn't know where she stands. So because she doesn't know where she stands, it's like she's kind of reconsidering the whole thing. She doesn't know anything anymore when it comes to this, what she wants to create, what's going on here. Okay. um for the masculine, I'm really getting that he's going within himself, and he's really trying to have messages come through that can make him feel stable. For him, that stability is going to be in understanding that there's really a balance here. I think the fear that the masculine has is that this love and him stepping into this love will cause an imbalance in the relationship. It's like he doesn't want to be on the bottom of the relationship. He doesn't want to, it's like he doesn't want to put himself in an imbalanced place within the connection. So for him, it's like he's going to have to get to a place where he understands this, what this connection is and what a true love connection is. And that there is that balance, there can be that harmony, that yin and yang, that equal complement and counterparts, and that's for him what he needs in order to feel stable. It's like he has to seek that truth within himself. For the feminine, in order for her to get to feel stable. It's like she wants a message from him. It's like she's reconsidering the whole thing until she receives some type of message for him from him. That's what she wants, to feel stable. She wants to feel like he's taking that step, and that they're in it together. She wants to know where she stands. That's the truth of it. She wants to know where she stands, and that would give her the stability. He wants to know that we're going to be equal. We're going to be equal in this love, and then he will feel stable. So that's where the both of them are. And then I'm going to pull a card from the Romance Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. What I really get from this is all it takes is really the right communication of what they're both needing here. And for both of them to get what they need to feel stable within this. And then we have this, if they could both have that, there is this beautiful honeymoon that would take place. This beautiful bliss, that would be able to take place. Uh, if they both had what they needed to feel that stability. And that's what they're both after at this time. So if they're not communicating, that's where it's coming from. The feminine is not communicating because she doesn't know where she stands anymore. So she doesn't know what to believe. So she is kind of reconsidering the whole thing because she just doesn't know what to think. So she's kind of taking a step back and just reconsidering everything. And then for him, he's not feeling stable because he just doesn't know if it's going to be this equal, balanced, completely harmonious type of love that he's envisioning. Is it really going to be balanced, or is one going to use the love in a power struggle? Okay, so it's like the masculine definitely does not want that, and it's like until he's sure that that's not what it's going to be, then he's not feeling stable, and that may be why he's not bringing the message that he would really want to bring for the feminine, and which is the one she's waiting on in order to feel stable. Okay, so that gives some insight into that. Now I'm going to look at what is blocking them both. What is blocking the connection at this time? What is coming up that needs to be cleared? What needs to be cleared for this connection? What needs to be cleared? Okay, I'm getting that there's still a little bit of ego battle. Okay, still a little bit of ego battle. A little more of the putting down of the ego and fighting your case and fighting your causes. Okay, it's like choosing the right battles and choosing to fight in the right way, which is not really a fight. It's kind of the opposite of fight. If you're going to fight in the right way, then um, to fight and win is to surrender. Okay, so it's like putting down the ego battle because it's like you're either going to You're only battling within yourself. That's the message that's coming through. This battle that you think you're having with the other is really your own internal battle, and that's what you need to realize. It's really your own internal battle. It's you battling yourself and calling it them. Oh, these I'm seeing these blockages really, really clear. Really, really clear here. And remember, if you guys ever want a blockages reading just to see what is blocking you, I do offer a blockages reading where the entire focus is on your blockages and what is blocking you. So you can do a reading like that. If you do a twin flame reading, though, it's like this, and you get a few blockages. But in a blockages reading, we just cover blockages, and we cover. You can have a specific area of your life that you want to cover, but if you don't have a specific area, it's just going to cover everything that's kind of in your way. Anything that comes up that the universe is trying to get you to, stop hindering, and there's a blockage to it, just comes up in the order of what the universe is trying to get through to you and what's the area of importance right now, if you don't pick. Okay, now, the thing that's blocking this connection, there's a few things here. Um, One of them is you're both needing to grow up. Okay, plain and simple. You have to grow to a place of being able to trust what you feel, trust the universe, trust love enough to not dwell on the memories in your mind, but being able to trust what you feel in your spirit, what you feel the universe is telling you, and to express yourself based on that, to speak from your truth. So you're having to grow up until you're able to. That's what's blocking you to right now. Is not growing up enough to speak your truth, trust the universe enough to express your truth and your individuality, your love in the way that you express love, expressing who you are, what you feel, what you desire, what you fear, just being able to express yourself in truth without needing something to lean on. But because you trust life enough, you trust love enough, you trust yourself enough. And then we have an issue here with not being able to appreciate what is, not being able to appreciate and overlooking so many things that you've been given in the moment because of emotional attachment, because you are attaching yourself to things emotionally. So you're not able to just enjoy and be in this in innocence. Detach emotionally, where you can be solid enough within yourself without needing this. And when you don't need it, you can understand the innocence and the purity of the love. And then you're able to appreciate that kind of love without having to attach so many expectations on it, because the expectations are there because of your needs, your emotional neediness. Detach emotionally so that you don't have need. And then if you didn't have need, you wouldn't have that expectation, and you would be able to just be lighthearted and enjoy the wonder and the innocence of pure love. See, if you detached emotionally, you could appreciate the pure love even if you're with somebody else, even if they're with somebody else, even if they did this or they did that. But what about the truth of the love that you feel? What about the innocence of that? What about the beauty of that? What about the purity of that? Why can't you appreciate that? The love that is there in whatever form, however things are for the two of you right now. Another blockage that we have is a lack of insight. Okay, this is an issue of perception. This is an issue of awareness. There's a lack of awareness that's going on, and it's going on because there's a fear. Okay, there's a fear. There's this thing of wanting to feel safe. But the thing is, not realizing that you changing is the only way you're going to feel safe. You're wanting the other person to do this or this or that, not realizing that your safety is supposed to come out of you. Nobody else is supposed to make you feel safe enough to express yourself. You're supposed to love yourself enough to feel safe enough to express yourself. You're supposed to accept yourself enough that you don't need to be accepted first before you express yourself. You see, there's an awareness that's missing. There's things that your own shadows and things that you haven't faced about yourself that need to be faced first. And that will stop you from taking those things that you haven't confronted within yourself and thinking that it's the other person and pointing to them. They're not accepting me. No, you're not accepting you. That's why you don't accept you enough to follow yourself without their acceptance. Oh, they're going to reject me. No, you're going to reject you. And you've already rejected you. That's why you're not expressing yourself. You're not saying what you really want to say because you've already rejected what you have to say. But then you're saying they're going to reject me. No, you've already done it. See, there's things that you need to confront about yourself, your own shadows, that this is you. You're doing this. This relationship and everything that you're pointing to them at and feeling that they're doing, this is about your relationship with yourself that you're not seeing. Okay, my dear ones. So that is your reading, your mid-month reading for the month of April. I really hope that you guys really enjoyed it. I feel like it was a powerful one, and it's really beneficial, especially these blockages being explained in the way that they were. I recommend that you guys maybe watch it more than once and really get what's there for you. Okay, I wish you all the best on your journey of love. Bless you all so much. And remember, if you want to do a private, your own twin flame reading with me, the link for that will be in the description box below. And remember, you can also do just a blockages reading where I'll just do something like this for you. Well, way more blockages in detail than this, but that's what I'll do. Okay, so thank you guys so much. You have a fabulous night. I love you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.